In this video, I'm going to show you how to checkmate with two bishops. This isn't something that comes up very often. In fact, I don't think I've had to do it in a game. But it is a cool skill to know and can help provide confidence for you as you enter this endgame. So you need to have opposite colored bishops. It won't work with same colored bishops. So let's take a look at how it's done. This is the last step. This is what you're trying to get to. Your king is going to be blocking these three squares, and your bishops are going to be keeping the king from escaping. So, as you can see, the best move here, and you're going to checkmate on in the corner. So here you take this bishop and deliver this check, and then this bishop and that check. So that's where we're trying to get to. You need your king to be on one of these four squares. You're going to checkmate their king on one of these four squares, and you're going to use the bishops, as in this example, on these diagonals to force the king into the corner, and then in this case, this one keeps him from going to b8, and this one checkmates him on a8. The hard part for this is how to get them in this position. So here's a more common starting place. And what you're going to do is, I want to show you real quick how when the bishops are lined up, they create a barrier the king cannot escape. So right now, because of where these bishops are pointing, the king cannot escape this triangle. The king has to be in one of these squares at all times. So the bishops do a good job of blocking the king in and forcing him to a side, and then your king provides a little bit more pressure, a little bit more help to force him to the side. So the trick you want to do, or the technique, is to use your king to force the king to the side. So this may not be the 100% the most accurate way of doing it, but you want to use the two bishops close together and the king to force the king to the side of the board. So here I'm going to probably and this part can be tricky, but because my king now is protecting these squares, this king was here, he was forced to either go to here or here, and then I could have gone over to here. So now I'm just going to use the king to keep him on this rank. So now he's kind of forced to stay on the back rank. And I'm going to use the bishops. Obviously, my king keeps him on, but off the 7th rank. So what I need to do is use the bishops to force him back. So I'm going to move this bishop here, which is then going to protect this square and force him to go that direction. And now I'm just going to use the king to go over this direction. So now I don't want to move my king back. That'll be repeating the position. So I'm just going to basically use this bishop. I could move this bishop to any of these squares, but it's going to do the same thing. I want this bishop to keep him off of that square, my king to keep him off of that square, and this bishop to keep him off of that square, so he's forced to go back. So we'll go here. And now I can use this bishop to check him into closer to the corner. And now this is here. That's what I meant to do. Okay, so now he's forced into the corner, and now I can use this bishop on that diagonal to force him back to the B1 square, and this bishop here to force him to the A8 square, and then finally checkmate. So that's the basic process. Let me show it to you again, a little faster this time. So now this bishop keeps him going that direction. See, the bishop's kind of like nip at his heels. And I don't want him to go here, so I'm going to use this bishop here. Now I can go here, and this is an easy way to opportunity to stalemate. So I want to leave him a legal move. So now that's a check, and then that's a checkmate. So that's how to do it. Again, you need your king on these squares. I guess it can also be this one. I guess there's 8 squares that your king can be on. And the bishops drive him, nipping at his heels to drive him into the corner. So now I'm going to do it as fast as I can in the challenge, and we'll see how it goes. My best is 1 minute and 48 seconds. I don't know if I'll be able to do that today, but let's see. These first 2 checkmates are always the same, and so I don't even really have to think about them in that circumstance. Nipping at his heels. Oh, see, now I got around the corner. You have the 50 move rule here, which can come into play on this one. Oh no. I might not get it. There he's on the back rank. All right. That last one took way too long, but that's how it's done. I'm not sure how many moves that took on that last one, but that's the basic process. And I would love to see if you get this in any of your games. It's super rare. You almost have to get it on purpose, I think, to show your opponent that you can do it. I've never had it in a live game, but it is fun to practice. Hope this helps.